Hello, I'm DJ, and I like to tell stories. This particular video is going to be the first in a long series of Project Zomboid videos that I want to put up, kind of just as a way to benchmark how far I've come in the last year in the survival genre. So that's what this entire project is going to be. Now, without further ado, let's get into our story. The story of Crazy Jack. To start off, these are the settings I'm going to be using during this run. These particular settings are great for urban survival, as well as just for a general good place to start actually improving combat skills. The starting pop is at 4 times, the multiplier for peak is 4 times, but otherwise the start should be just a standard amount of zombies. But what this does is it makes the zombies placement more random. There aren't going to be any large hordes that are moving close to a base or anything like that, but if alarms do go off, there will be giant hordes that converge in on that particular spot. You'll probably see what I mean a little bit later on in the video. During the first week or so, the number of zombies isn't going to be that impressive. However, as we move on, they will get there. This is how we died. After first spawning in, the objective was to get a weapon as quickly as possible. I had no clue if this area was in the middle of town or if it wasn't. Luckily we spawned in Rosewood, so it wasn't going to get too bad, and I had a clear line that I could run in order to ensure my survival for the next couple of days. So after equipping a frying pan and finding a stylish hoodie, I ventured towards the fire station. The fire station was honestly one of the best spots to head towards in the first couple of days. Low zombie population in Rosewood means that it's an easy way to get fire axes. Fire axes double not only as one of my favorite weapons in game for the high crit rate, but also because, well, they can chop down trees. Very useful for gathering lumber, and in the late game that'll really serve us well when we need to make spears in order to survive. But for now, I'm just going to grab what I can. I found 3 fully conditioned pickaxes as well as a couple other goodies in the fire station. This bastard actually surprised me. I assumed that the yell from earlier would have drawn them all out, and this guy would have already been banging on the door by the time I got up to the second floor, but obviously this wasn't the case. But it did shake me up a little bit. Luckily for me, when I first heard the car alarm, I was so happy that I had chosen an actual strong build to start with. Crazy Jack mops these suckers up like it's nobody's business. The entire situation did make me realize that I should probably play things safe, at least for the start of the run. My overconfidence tends to be 9 times out of 10 what gets me killed in this game. But all the same, I figured I should stock up on medical supplies just in case something did happen, a scratch on the neck or a laceration in some place. Just like to be prepared for the future. So, I do have a bit of a confession here to make. I did not check the mod pack that I was currently using. I believe it's the Vanilla Plus mod pack that I have, but I can't exactly be certain. Regardless, it does have dynamic traits, and one part of those dynamic traits is that you can get sick from eating too much food. And that's exactly what happened here. I ate an entire burrito and my character got sick. So we're gonna spend most of the rest of the day and a little bit of tomorrow just resting. So after around 7 a.m. in the morning, the sickness passed. And my next goal was to check around the area, see just how many zombies were left, and mostly to check out the police station. The police station sadly didn't yield very much, but it was still enough to where I might have a shot to raid the armory at the Rosewood prison, which is obviously a separate building from the actual prison itself, which is the only reason that I think I might be able to do it with what I have. After the police station, my next objective was to find a vehicle. I didn't expect to find anything on the second day, but looking around did still yield some results. I was able to get a key for this van, however the zombie that came up shortly after distracted me, and I kind of forgot that the key was in my pocket, so I just continued on. I probably will be back for it, as a van would prove very useful for future looting runs. After a fine time of looting the neighborhood and taking care of a couple of the pests, as well as reorganizing my inventory and establishing a new safe house, the rest of the day goes fairly calmly. Day 3, my plan was simple. I needed to get to the bookstore and clear it of all the books that I needed for the upcoming days, mostly carpentry, electric, and maybe some foraging and fishing if I was lucky. Not much else happened. I was able to accomplish that goal rather quickly, and afterwards decided that it was time to go clear out the neighborhood around where my new forward base was going to be. My plan at that point was to push through Rosewood, securing routes to safe houses that I could immediately jump to. Day 4 was pretty standard Zomboid. I wanted to find a car really badly, so after waking up, I did a little bit of reload practice, went on my morning walk and cleared out the area of any new zombies that had appeared overnight, and made my way to the parking lots to try and find a working vehicle. After a while, I had found a white truck that was in pretty dang good condition. The only problem was it didn't have gas, but that was easily resolved when I started going through every single car in the parking lot. I soon found one that was dang near full. It was able to get me a full gas can worth of gas, but ever wanting more, I headed to the gas station. This is where things would get considerably more sticky. Luckily enough, zombies are very stupid, so all I really had to do was loop around the downtown strip, with all of them following me. I cut out a major portion of the walking because I figured it wouldn't be very interesting to just see my character walking down the street, even if there was a horde following behind, you know? So yeah, I just kind of gave them the slip around, and I'll deal with the rest of them a little bit later. I do kill a good number of them though. After I gave him the old loop around, I filled up the tank of the truck and decided to fill my bags with as much candy and other non-perishables as I could from the gas station. I really didn't look too far into it, but I mostly just wanted to get back to the new forward base, being the one right, I think, north of the elementary school. It's hard to tell cardinal directions. It might actually just be east of it, but with the way the camera's angled, it's hard for me to tell sometimes. All I know is it's to the upper left of the elementary school. The elementary school wasn't really a necessity for me to check out, but I felt like it would be a good place to check for at least like the generator mag or something like that. I think I did find a generator mag in this run. It was either in the gas station or in the elementary school, or maybe I'm completely wrong and it was in the library initially, but I can't exactly recall if I picked one up. I just vaguely remember picking one up somewhere. Mostly from the school, what I get is an idea for a base that I might want to build in the future. Maybe some kind of stronghold that I can hold down in case poo really hits the fan. Because I'm playing with an unfamiliar mod pack at this point. And I do have some mods that change the gameplay drastically. So the rest of this footage is just going to be me gathering stuff in the school, another set of books to put into a vehicle in case crap really hits the fan and I just need to get out of the situation. And yeah, just future-proofing life, you know? Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. Well, duh. But if you want to see more of this series, please subscribe, hit the bell so notifications go up. I do plan on uploading a bit more consistently now that I've got this new editing software that makes things a lot easier, you know? I was working with some free programs that weren't the best to work with, but now I've got an actual powerful program, and I can actually start editing a lot more. But anyway, if you made it through the entirety of the video, thank you so much. It's taken a lot for me to get to where I want to actually try to do this again. So I really do appreciate everybody that clicked on this video. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next installment.